There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
So, again, we are Stadium Tavern downtown.
No, we are not Stadium Tavern. We are Black and White Sports.
I said we are at. I said we are
having
at.
a rough.
I'm going to hit your button.
Black and White Sports. He is who?
The one.
And I am who?
The ass.
Yeah, me. This is Black and White Sports. Wednesday night live from Stadium Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, downtown Indianapolis, just 500 yards.
Okay.
From
This is
Lucas
awesome.
Oil Stadium.
This is awesome.
What?
I'm going to tell you how big we doing things right now in Black and White Sports. As I'm looking at the people who is watching us right now, I got my guy, Lloyd Hillman the third.
That's the Redskins fan, ain't it?
That is the Redskins fan. Lloyd Hillman III, my guy. He is following us from Sacramento, California.
Cali.
We are state, world, country wide.
State, world, country wide. He
I'm gonna
sounded
give you-
like the most hillbilly black man I've ever heard right there. I
Hey,
am not lying.
if Lloyd is ever back in town on a Wednesday night,
He's gotta
I
be
got to
on.
get him on the
He's
show.
gotta be on.
This is the guy who's got the second best left-hand jump shot with extra mine in the state of Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he was one that he fit when he was in town. He fit right in with our hooping crew, and Lloyd was too. And little history. I bet you don't know who his daddy is.
Senior.
Dornell Hillman.
Really? Not now. I know.
Yeah.
And to the folks,
Yeah, I've seen the ABA championship
There
ring.
you go.
He's a Pacer great.
There you go.
He's in the rafters.
He's in the Raptors.
He's in the rafters.
Nice. And how the hell did his ass become a Redskins fan?
I don't know. If he's still watching, I'm sure he's going to chime in. Hi,
waiting.
Ashley.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Hey, Tommy Boy. I think Ashley's checking up on you to make sure
Is he
you
really
here
there?
and not hiding out trying to escape the babies.
I seen that.
Yes, he's all on it. Yeah, you sitting out there drinking beers, and I'm over here watching these babies.
Right? What you doing?
All right,
Ashley, I'm sorry. I seen like 4 shots over there already. He's not. He's
not here.
Where is he?
No, that's a cutout.
So since we're talking about Tommy Boy and he's here tonight, Checkers and Wreckers, check them out 11 o'clock in the morning every Sunday during racing season. And racing season is not just IndyCar, and it's not just NASCAR, and it's not just Supercross. It's anything that goes fast, shifts hard, and keeps the rubber on the road. I remembered it this week.
Okay, awesome. Pound Town.
Pew, pew.
Pound Town.
Check out Checkers and Wreckers on BWSPORTS1.com.
All right, so
Hold on. What's the baseball contest?
the baseball contest.
What's the baseball contest, Damon?
The baseball contest is when you, a lucky fan, will get a chance to join an Indians game with us over there where we're at. We're here over there.
Right over there, folks. Go to BWSPORTS1.com to check out the contest page on all your fun.
Dude, he's great with that. I suck.
And speaking of fun and family oriented stuff, Kelly Rizzi is pushing Plexus. And
Plexus.
What is Plexus, Damon? What is Plexus? Do you know what Plexus is?
I'm waiting for you
Let
to tell
me tell you what Plexus is. Plexus Worldwide is a line of products that are simple, effective, all-natural, plant-based products that focus on gut health, reducing inflammation, and balancing our blood sugar.
So it's gonna cut my belly fat down.
Yes, and it's for everybody, young and old.
Hey, you got about
and me.
You got about 3 more old jokes.
No, I got 2 more. We got 2 more segments. I got to get it through. So check out mysite.plexusworldwide.com/Kelly Rizzi right now.
Awesome. So, John, you're up. Since you got your break, my guy, dude, he's sitting down here. He's got like 9 sheets.
I see it in front of him, man. He brought his whole damn file
He's
cabinet.
ready. He's ready to debate every game. Look, he's got notes.
Man,
he's got notes on St. Bonaventure.
You know what? You know what? I'm a Purdue fan. Purdue's ranked 3rd in the bracket.
Something.
And you know what? John Wayne
Buzz
is going to get his minute on just right, not this second, because I don't have to pee yet.
All right, so
no, that's your coming.
So all of you that are watching, pull out your brackets because it's time to go over the first part of our bracket.
It's time for the BWSPORTS1 NCAA Bracket Challenge.
You and your brother have a button sickness.
Man, it's so fun though. It's so fun. Tommy boy, isn't the button just fun? Well, you did it right. You did it right last night.
Because it was fun for you last night.
It was real fun for you last night. It looked pretty fun.
Yeah, you're not great. You're not great. Blame that on nobody else, buddy.
We're button strong in here, folks.
You look like you drive for Schneider Trucks.
I got a delivery for you. Hey. It is what it is, folks.
Tell them Large Marge sent you.
Tell them Large Marge sent you. Oh no, you got to get that in. You got to get that in here in a little bit. You will have your time, I promise.
All right, so pull up your
brackets.
Your BWSPORTS1 NCAA tournament bracket.
What up, Dustin?
And let's go over these brackets.
Oh,
let's start with the East region.
Okay, the East region.
Let's start with the East region. So let's blow up the East region. All right. So East region is up. And in the East region, our number 1 seed is the Duke Blue Devils.
I mean, they're going to win, obviously, that game, but.
All right, their matchup with, they got a whole bunch of.
How'd you get yours?
What?
I can't get about what do I do?
Go to
Yep. Never mind.
There you
go.
go.
Keep going. I'll find it. D. You keep going.
Yeah, okay. All right, so what are your notable matchups out of this bracket? Duke's your number 1 seed. Who is your Michigan State is your number 1? Okay. Let's hold up. Let's take a break for a second. Before we get Let's take a break for a second. Listen.
Back your bus up.
Back your bus up.
That was the button again.
Everybody knows that the one is the second best Michigan fan.
Behind Chuck Love.
Yes, behind Chuck Love.
When I seen the pictures of that room, he's got you beat.
I am the second best Michigan fan in Indiana. But I am a basketball fan, and I understand what should be. I understand the logistics of how they break down the tournaments and things like that. But I also understand what is right. Michigan State beat Michigan 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
They tied for the Big Ten title, and they won the Big Ten conference tournament. How is Michigan the number 1 overall seed? You can't tell me the Michigan State
not number 1.
You can't tell me the Michigan State.
Oh, why Michigan State is not number 1?
It's not the number 1, number 2 seed. You can say that they are, but they're not because Michigan is. Because if Michigan State was the number 1, number 2 seed, they would be in the Duke bracket.
Yep.
They'd be in the Gonzaga bracket where they should be.
Right. I agree with that.
So are you rewarding Michigan for losing? I'm not complaining. Please don't get me wrong. I am definitely not complaining.
He's all go
because I'm not saying it's easy, but that's a pretty nice lined up role for Michigan to get back to the Final Four?
It is very possible.
But that was my funny bracket.
Let's
That's
go back
my funny
up.
bracket
Let's
rant.
go back up to the East.
So let's go back up to the East.
Okay.
So you got number 1 Duke,
Yep.
number 2 Michigan State. Notable teams in this bracket.
You know what? Here, I'm going to give you a little sleeper, and I think Maryland's going to go in and run up to when they meet Michigan State. So the Elite or the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I got them beating Michigan State. I have Maryland beating Michigan State to go to the Elite Eight.
All right, that's another Big Ten matchup. I not looked at their records to see how they split this year, but I'm pretty sure that Michigan State probably won those matchups.
I'm sure they did. I didn't look at that.
Yeah.
Hell, I just filled my bracket out at like 7-10.
Just about.
Yeah.
So I got Maryland beating Belmont, but I don't have them beating LSU. LSU is a very sneaky team.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of had some missteps towards the end of the SEC regular season, but they were challenging Tennessee and Kentucky for that top spot in the SEC.
Yep.
Didn't look very good in the tournament, but sometimes teams don't look good on purpose so they can get those couple extra days of rest.
Here we go.
Going into, I'm not saying that's what they do.
Is that what
but
Gonzaga did?
I'm not going to, no.
Okay.
You got your
ass beat.
They just had a faux pas.
And it happens.
And it happens.
But
they got it out now. We'll talk about Gonzaga here.
Well, I mean, look, and overall in general, and by the way, I got Yale beating LSU.
Wow.
Yes.
Well,
I got Yale beating
there
LSU.
You go, folks. There's the ass
number 14
first upset
over number 3.
That is the
number
first
14
upset
Yale over number 3 LSU in the first round. So anyway, but overall, I'm just saying that it is hard to go. You're playing in February, in the end of mid-February to March. You're playing conference play. And then you go right into the conference tournament, and then follows right into, the big dance. So especially if you meet a rival from your conference in the big dance, there's always going to be
a little extra.
Something in there.
Especially if you've won both matchups, because most conferences you end up playing twice.
Yep, and you'll be like, I beat you twice already.
Yeah.
You ain't going to beat me.
So it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, but Michigan State seemed to did it pretty well.
Just against one.
Yeah, but I'll take it. You know what I mean? And I mean, those were just bad losses. I mean, you're up double digits in all 3 games and you lose. You know what I mean? At that point, I don't want to say it comes down to coaching, because I think Beeline is one of the top 5 coaches in America.
Yeah, I mean, that right there, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it.
And he might be the best coach in America that has not won a championship.
I would, definitely top 3.
Yeah,
definitely top 3.
So,
so who do you got? Okay, so who do you have coming into the Final Four out of the East?
Coming in the Final Four out of the East, I got Michigan State coming out of the East.
You got Michigan State beating Duke?
I got them beating Duke.
Okay.
I got them beating Duke because Michigan State is a physical team, and they will match up well with Zion being a physical team. Michigan State has a little more depth than Duke does, and I think that's where it's going to come into play. And plus, Michigan State has 3-point shooting. Duke struggles from the 3-point line. So unless Zion has a 30-20 game, I don't think they have it to beat Michigan State, but you can never count out Coach K's coaching ability. But Izzo ain't no slouch either. So
right, he's been there before.
Yeah.
I mean, but
both of them are champions. They've been there before. They have multiple Final Fours, multiple championship games.
Yeah.
So I like Izzo's team in this. They have a couple more upperclassmen than Duke does.
I mean, I see what you're
upperclassmen
saying.
tend to play a role in the tournament.
And definitely, and I agree with that. And I see what you're saying, but man, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just gonna throw it out there real quick. The Duke North Carolina ACC tournament championship game was not won by Zion Williamson. It was lost by the 2 bad shots taken at the end of the game by North Carolina, and arguably Roy Williams not taking the infamous timeout to get them regrouped. Now,
well, see,
it is
Roy
what
Williams,
it is.
Roy
but it's
Williams
not,
is
but
one of
hold on.
those coaches that don't call timeouts in those situations.
I know. But what I'm saying is Zion did not win that game for Duke.
I mean, he didn't win the game, but he played
a hell of a role, don't get me wrong.
Particular role.
Yeah, but he did not win. I hear everybody say, oh, well, Duke beat you. Well, yeah, they did by 1 point. But if you look at the last 15 seconds of the game, there was 2 very piss-poor, bad shot thoughts from North Carolina.
Were they bad shots or were they bad shots forced by good defense?
No, because there was the first shot that went up. I can't remember. I don't think it was May in the corner, but somebody was open in the corner, and all you had to do was dump it off because you're only down 1. You didn't have to take a 3-point shot.
True.
So that's what I'm saying.
We're going to take a 30.
Oh, we're going to take a 30. Damon got to pee.
No. Damon wants you guys to try to smell the awesome food through the microphone.
Man, it's good. What'd you get?
You're sitting here talking, and all I smell is just.
You remember the Pepe Le Pew cartoons where you smell the aroma and just follow?
Yes,
That's what Damon looked like. I seen his soul literally go.
They're like, oh yeah. So hey, if you guys haven't eaten dinner yet, and the kids are old enough where you can leave their little badasses at home, come on down here.
Or leave them with your wife like Sean does.
Yeah. Ashley, Sean is not enjoying those wings dipped in blue cheese.
Not at all. He hates those. Ranch, not blue cheese.
He's
ranch.
not enjoying them at all. He's not smiling.
I just seen John Wayne said he's got yell over LSU too. That's a smart man.
Yeah, I don't. That's not my upset. That's not my big upset.
That's all right.
So who do you got coming out of the East?
I got Duke.
You got Duke coming out of the East?
I got Duke. Actually, I got Duke. Hold on, let me back up here. I got Duke. Duke beating Maryland to go to the Final Four.
Okay. Yep. Okay, I see how that breaks down.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. That's it. But Maryland's a good team, man. They got a big fella who is a beast in the middle. This dude is, yes. Well, you should be suspended if you called the little black kid King Kong, especially if he's from Africa.
Yeah.
You've done too much. I don't think King Kong was from Africa, though. Was King Kong from Africa? Or was he like from Madagascar? Well, that's still Africa.
Oh, so it's a.
I'm sorry. It's not racist.
Thing, huh?
It's not racist. Yeah. Patrick Ewing does look like it's Silverback.
Good thing that guy's the one who said it.
I said it. I don't care. It's not racist. It's not racist.
We would have been making a rewind.
Like it's Silverback. There's no racial connotation to that at all.
No.
Put a Silverback up and put Patrick Ewing up, and it's like damn near. Hey, there's the missing link.
No, I don't think Michigan State has everybody back from injury.
No, they're back.
Are they?
Ward played. They're back. Michigan State's good. They're ready to go.
Well, they're still going to
lose.
lose.
No, I can't say it because the boy got hurt. Boy got hurt, but was he really a big part? I mean, he was in the rotation.
I'll tell you what. Here in college, and I see this, especially up to. Well, on all levels.
Big game in the NBA, though, right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're kicking their ass.
Yeah, they are. 14
Sorry,
points.
Boston
is up. Say it. Boston is up.
60-47.
Yeah, 60-47 right now, second quarter. I don't know. When you see a teammate go down like that right before, what's supposed to be your big run.
And it was their big run.
It hurts.
It was. Michigan was up 13.
It hurts.
And it was a big run.
It hurts.
So, John, who you got coming out of the East? You got Duke coming out the East?
Does anybody not have Duke coming out of the East?
You got Duke coming out the East? You got Duke coming out the East?
All right.
So I got Michigan State coming out the East.
Well, I'm not going to use the R word.
Okay, Maryland and MSU still have a chance for you? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you're jumping the gun.
Yep. I